misfit. Let me dumb it down, picture me, picture me.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He had 6 touchdowns a week ago to match Alvin Kamara's 2020 benchmark. It's the Broncos and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the... is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He gets this to Davante Adams. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'1 quarterback from Old Dominion. It's Taylor Heineke. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Heineke now. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Heineke nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes and hopefully for them bodies on him here in this one.
You've got to expect defensively, forget 8 men in the box. 9, 10, 11. And listen, they're trying to sneak you and me in there to try and slow him down. But I bet his offensive line mates are going to accept that challenge. They really like blocking for a guy who can turn up that kind of yardage.
A very solid gain of 27. Up the middle, it's Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On play action, Heineke.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chuck Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Heineke on 4th down.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
Buying time to his left.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And the play fake, and now Heineke.
Touchdown! Cortland Sutton. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Taken from about the 12. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you give them...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it helped scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jackson on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as handler elects not to return it. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Play action now. Here's Heineke. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Heineke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Heineke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Heineke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Heineke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And they'll throw again. Heineke. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They go play action with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter play. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Heineke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Here we go with Williams. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are all tied at 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now it's Jackson. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 2nd and 9. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 93 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 1st down, Heineke. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Heineke to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up a first.
You don't want to use it up early, right?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Raiders.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Hamler now on the return. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Williams.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:01 remaining. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Pass complete. It's Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Jackson's throw taken in by Adams.
And they'll wind end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now rolling to his left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Williams. He stiff arms him, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 143 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
To throw is Heineke.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.